on pit road. We need to make a stop and go.
Okay, welcome back to the stream. Racing in the Porsche Cup, last chance that we have before the next week progresses in iRacing. Road America circuit, and we're currently P5 with a 2:10.083. Optimal is going a lot lower than that, so fingers crossed we can get one of those in. Cold tyres. Yeah, the race starts at 15:45. Just getting in some practice before we have to go live and most likely die. Porsche brakes, no ABS, no traction control. It's going to make this thing very interesting. Again, too late on the brakes. I always hate that corner. That's the worst one in this car because the brakes can seize so easily. So we're going to have to do a bit of practice to make sure that doesn't happen. Get the braking point right. Overall, our performance is quite solid, but it's just a matter of finding exactly where I need to start applying the brakes for that tight left-hand corner. Because if you screw that up, then it's game over, pretty much. Play around with the brake balance a bit, I think. Alright, here we go. Okay, so optimal is 209.2. That is good enough for fourth place if I can get it right. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, 35 people registered to this session. Let's do a bit of practice. We've got another 10 minutes before the race, or the session officially starts. And then all hell's going to break loose again. Obviously Road Atlanta didn't go exactly to plan, did it? Fingers crossed the Porsche car is going to be a different story. Just fingers crossed for some good weather. That's what we need. How many laps is this going to be? I think they do this series in laps as opposed to time, which helps us out a lot. Let's have a look. Road America, 11 laps. So we're going to take 12 because I know for a fact that... oh no, I don't need to take 12, do I? I'm just going to take 11 and then plus 1 for the warm-up lap. And we're good. Don't think we're going to need a pit stop. We do have one quick repair as well, in case anything happens. Right. Cars only take around a few litres per lap. Right, 44 people registered. These guys are going 2:11, so it looks like we're going to have bad weather by the looks of things. Right, 40 litres is overfueled, so we'll take that down a bit for the race. God. I don't know if anyone just saw that, but my for some reason I just had the weirdest bug just happen, where iRacing went into one screen and went completely weird. Okay, let's rejoin, shall we? Yeah, that was a bit strange. Can I have 3 screens this time instead of just one before I go down into the fastest corner? That'd be nice. There we go. She's back. That was really weird. Oh, it's doing it again. What are you doing? God damn it, iRacing, start behaving. Right, that's better. I do apologise for that. I don't know what the hell just happened. We're not having a good day, are we? First at Road Atlanta, we was it Bennett in turn 1, and then can't seem to get going for this thing. It's still loading. Right, okay, let's try that again, shall we? Right, let's take the fuel out, because we was going to do that, wasn't we? Or 13 laps, just thereabouts. I'm happy with that. Oh god, I got nowhere to go! Number 1 car was braking super early, and then that guy span out. It was close. I hate it when they do that. They stay in the middle of the circuit and then they just disappear. See, everyone seems to be dying. Right, okay, here we go. Here's our first lap. Fingers crossed nobody's going to die on our way around. See what we can do. 52 people. It's probably going to be 2 races, right? 2 splits. We've got 3 minutes before the race starts, or the session starts at least. A bit earlier for that corner, just a tiny bit. .211 dead, which is 3rd place in this current weather. It's a good sign coming into out of practice. Just need to knock off those extra few tenths, I think, which I know the car's capable of. Come on. It's what one corner, it's the other, isn't it? Okay, session's officially starting. I have a good feeling about this one, provided we can keep our cool under the braking, because that's the trickiest part with these things. Be interesting to see what we can do. Good luck. Cheers, buddy. I have a feeling it's just going to be carnage again, if I'm truly honest. Although I don't think Road Atlanta was that bad, it was just I just wasn't comfortable in that McLaren, I don't think. It just didn't seem to feel right going through those essential corners, especially the last turn. Last turn was horrible through Road Atlanta. And then for this one, it's going to be that downhill left-hander. Had to brake super early there. It's also one of the best overtaking opportunities as well, which makes it even more difficult. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so we have, what's the highest number? 17 people in this race, and we're the number 13. So we're in the top split. Fingers crossed we can get some good points. Yeah, we're the top in Division 3 at the moment. There's another 5 Division 3 guys, so technically speaking we're probably going to get our butt handed to us by Division 1, but if practice is anything to go by, then these guys are struggling a bit. So 33. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take 35 at the end of it, because I have a feeling that that estimation of how much fuel is going to go down quite a bit by the time we get round to the race. And it looks like we may have decent weather as well, because it's overcast, which means the temperatures are going to be down, which means the brakes are going to be cooler, and overall I think it's just going to lead to a better, easier race on my part. Should be slightly harder to get the brakes to seize up. Just waiting for the practice session to finish, then we'll hop into qualifying and see how we can get on. Take it down to 14 odd litres. Let's do 11, why not? Right, qualifying time. Let's do this. Or not. There we are. Right, okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel estimated. Can't afford any mistakes on these. Yes, lovely weather, and I mean that in terms of obviously Road America rather. Can be very, very hot. Some cold tyres. Well, at least that would have warmed them up, I guess, and the brakes as well. Yep, brakes are definitely better. I'm going to monitor the fuel as well, see how quickly that goes down. Go, first time lap, bad exit from the last corner, I think, no. And green. Come on, 10, you bastard. Yep, still counts. Cost us a fair bit of time, though. Last lap. 209.8. Come on, don't screw up this corner. .1 litre that lap. Cheers, bud. Oh shit. That's close. Stop seizing that front right. Come on. Yes, green, green. Cross the line, 209.7. That is for 9th place. 10th. So it wasn't so bad, was it? So, if it's 2.1 litres a lap, was it? How many laps did I say it was? It was 11 laps, wasn't it? So 2.1 times, well, it would be 12, including the warm-up lap, which means 25 litres. But that can't be right. 2.1 times 12. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I don't think that's correct. Yeah, 3.1. Yeah, you're trying to throw me off. So it's going to be 37 litres if you include the warm-up lap. 37.2. That's so it's 11 lap race. I'm sure it is. Let's have a look at the schedule. Just quickly make sure that that is the case. I'm not running out of fuel, not on this. Road America, 11 laps. So if we take 12 laps, it includes the warm-up lap, then we're good. Because we're not going to be consuming an entire 3.1 litres on the warm-up lap. So I think 37 litres is enough. Take plus 1 lap? No, because it's not a timed race. It's a thingy, isn't it? It's just per lap. So there is no last lap or anything like that. Let's have a look though. We came 50. Jesus, we got our asses handed to us in that last little section, didn't we? So all the division guys. So we're 15th and we should be 13th. So we're 2 down. I reckon that could be made up. If I'm honest, if depending on how the race starts, the bonuses that come this corner here, we are going to be near the back of the grid. That's one good thing about this situation. So 37 litres is with 1 extra lap of fuel, and that's for the warm-up lap. I'm going to risk it. Screw it. We should be okay. We'll set up our fuel just in case. 100 litres, is that? Oh, oh shit, it's a standing start. Okay.
Green, green, green.
Away we go. I thought it was a rolling start. That's me doing too much GT3 and IMSA stuff, that is. I just naturally think that it's all going to be rolling. Got one on my left. Clear. That spotter is way behind on that report. He was clear ages ago. There you go, Dan. You happy now? We took an extra lap of fuel. Nice move. Need these tyres to warm up. Whoa, that guy nearly just took us out. That's a few free positions that we've just got there. That was the number 7 car that was in 12th place. That just got spun round. So we are P16 at the moment. 12. No, P12. Jesus. Okay. And that guy behind us is really getting on my nerves because he keeps trying to dive bomb and it's getting really close. It's really tightly packed up ahead. That guy, I'm glad that guy actually span out because he was dangerous. Because I knew he was going to dive bomb me on that inside line there, and he was way far back. So at least he's gone now. Right, let's catch back onto these guys. We've still got a slipstream. obviously last day, I think the blood's running a bit high. I'm a bit hesitant to get involved in all of this. 5 guys super close together is never a good thing. At the same time, the other half of me is saying go for it because there's only 12 laps. Or 11 laps even. I know the guy ahead, Mark Hanal, he's a bit gun-ho. Here we go, 0.8 seconds. Just biding my time at the moment. Don't know what happened with the brakes there. Broke extra early and they still didn't want to perform. Didn't cost us a lot of time though. Still 0.8 seconds. Bit of dab of the old brakes there, season up. Oh, someone's just died. There we go, that's another one, freebie. That's the P8 car. So that's 11th. Okay, we've got 2 wide going into turn 1 there up ahead, you can see. That's a lot better, turn 1. My first off track there on that corner. Oh, Jesus Christ. These things are a lot harder to drive than it looks, by the way. Under braking, they are pigs. Really horrible things. There's no ABS, no traction control. So maybe the guy ahead's concentration is starting to waver. .6 seconds. Come on, Ty, stop seizing, stop seizing. There we go. I was trying to move the brake pedal without losing too much performance there, and it just wouldn't start rolling again. Probably got a nice old flat spot there now. I'd hate to see the tyres after this. Jesus. Still with him. 6 laps just gone. Fuel wise, 6 laps remaining. So we're good. We are good for fuel. Right, we're now in P11 somehow, so I'm not too sure what's happened there. Oh, I remember that guy span out, didn't he? So that is correct. Oh, come on. Whew. Yeah, it's cost us a bit of time. The guy behind's catching. need these guys to start fighting. And then we can start thinking about taking their positions. Okay, we've actually lost the slipstream of the guy ahead now, I think. We're sitting duck to the guy behind. I'm starting to struggle on these tyres a bit. Might be too low for this weather. Considering that these guys are getting away in the high speed corners, I think my tyre temperatures are a bit too low perhaps. Lap 8 completed, only a few more to go, 3 laps. Come on, start fighting. I know that the guys ahead are. Don't you dare, car, come on. Almost. Still 1.7 seconds to the guy ahead. The, was it number 8 and 9 car appeared to be slowly pulling away though. 4 seconds to them. Hang in there. may have a fight soon for the guy behind. Right, last lap coming up. .3 seconds to the guy behind. Come on, Matt, hang in there. Oh, wow. Come on, buddy. What the hell? Why is there always one? Why is there always one? Braking point was exactly the same as it was the previous lap and just completely rammed me up the arse. What an absolute idiot. I'm surprised this thing is still drivable, to be honest, after that. Nearly went into space. Yeah, this car is pretty damaged. Steering rack seems okay, but the rest of it, not so much. I'll have a look at that afterwards. That was just ridiculous. And of course he gets to finish in the exact same position. He doesn't go off. That's what I really hate about this. Is that you get penalised for his idiocy and yet he still gets that position. So he gets all those points, the whole lot, you know. That's just rubbish. Come across the line P15, which is exactly where we started, although we was in P11. Should have finished P11. What the hell was that? Right, here it is. Right, so you're meant to brake before the cones, just before the cones, which is exactly there. So my brakes went on exactly the same place. So brakes went on here. I hover over the brake because it's got no ABS. I hover over the brake there, and the next lap along is exactly the same place. So nobody can argue that I'm brake checking him or anything. No, I did not brake so early. He's just PM'd me saying I brake there every time. every time, for every lap. Watching earlier laps, and no one else had issue. Oh, fuck's sake, it doesn't even let me type that much. Can't believe that. What a load of rubbish. And he still comes where? 12th. So he lost out on 1 position as a result of that. Fuck's sake. Yeah, we're going to save that one because that was just a load of rubbish. I'm getting my points back for that shit. Porsche protest. Well, that has not been the comeback to iRacing that I was anticipating, if I'm honest. I was hoping for a lot better and cleaner action. Obviously, Road Atlanta beat us to a pulp with the McLaren. Definitely not taking that car out anymore. It's twitchy as hell compared to everything else. Everything, I mean, even the BMW around Road Atlanta was super planted in comparison. And then obviously that, not the way I wanted it to end. It was a good race until getting majorly punted up the butter. But that's it for me, guys. I will be doing some more streaming for the next week because it's going to Snetterton and I do believe Sebring for the GT3 class, which will be good. Fingers crossed we can have some better luck. I'm more comfortable at Sebring. Did really well there. Was the last time we did an endurance race. So fingers crossed we can pull something out the bag for that one. Alright, take care, guys, and have a good Christmas.